Okay, so it's Adam Van Langenberg here again, just showing you a quick video on how to make a screencast. We're going to make a screencast in Windows. There are only two programs we're going to be using here. The first is a program called Windows Journal. Windows Journal works really nicely with a graphics tablet attached to it because it lets you draw and write on the screen. So I'll just show you a couple of little features it has here. First of all, up in the top left, we've got our pen tool. Got a lot of different choices here on what type of pen we want to use. And we've got a little row of colors up here that we can choose from. So I might go the red, come up here and just write the word hello. Now we can change this background as well if you want. If you go into File, Page Setup, and you'll have here File Size and Style. So I've gone with the college ruled. I like that. You can have other things. You can have a graph paper if you want. You can have completely black one, choose different types of lines, color of the paper. You can even have an entire picture coming in here as your background if you'd like. Now this can be really good if you want to do a maths screencast. I can just sit here and I can start writing down a couple of little pieces of maths, but if I wanted to do something else, I might be able to go into Insert Picture, and I can insert in here a map of the world. I'll just select and get rid of all of that. And now if I want to annotate anything here, I can come along with my pen and I'll circle Australia, and that's where we are, and I'll circle Brazil, that's where I'd like to be, and Antarctica down here where I definitely don't want to be. We can also go up here, we've got a highlighter tool as well. We can come along and highlight just the names Egypt and the Sudan, Ethiopia. Again, we can choose all sorts of different colors here as well. If we decide we want to make Russia yellow, although that doesn't actually come up too well. I'll make China, oops, no I missed, but I'll make this patch of earth, water here, red. Now this is why I'm not a geography teacher, I can't tell the fact that that's actually water. And I can just sit here and I can talk and draw on the screen, but if I actually want to record it, what I'm going to do is go into my web browser and go to this website here, screenr.com. Really nice website, it's free to use. I've created an account for myself, and all I need to do while I'm in this is just click record. Now it's going to bring up this other window, and what it's going to do is it's going to come up with this here. See, with this I can click on these little handles, I can drag the screen around, I can choose a couple of sizes down here. If I want to go full screen, I can click full screen, or much smaller if I want. You'll also notice here, microphone recording levels. Now it's going up into the red, so that's showing that I've got my microphone up a little bit too high. But I'm going to go back to my Windows Journal, and I'm just going to drag the screen out to here. And now I'm just going to click the record button. Gives us a little countdown. And now anything I say or anything I draw from here is going to get recorded on the screen, and this is going to get recorded into our podcast. So I'm just going to go back to the pen tool and I'm going to write down here map. That's it, I'm finished with it. One very important thing to realize, you've only got 5 minutes here, so it's a really good idea to plan out exactly what you're going to do. You don't have to script it perfectly, but it's a good idea to know where you're heading. I'm going to click done now that I've finished. And back here in the website, this is the screencast that I've just made. So we'll have a quick look at it. And now anything I say or anything I draw from here is going to get recorded on the screen. And this is going to get recorded into our podcast. So I'm just going to go back to the pen tool and I'm going to write down here map. Okay, so that's showing exactly what that's going to look like. Now if I want to click here publish, it wants me to type in a map. I will just use that. That's my interesting description with this screencast here. Now, the longer you make a screencast, is only 27 seconds, the longer this is going to take. But what's going to happen is when we get all the way down to the end, I'm going to be given a couple of options there. One option is I can click to download it as an MP4 file. That'll download it onto your computer. It downloads it in HD, and MP4 files are really good to use for students because they can be watched on iPhones and iPods and things like that. Another option we're going to have as well is the ability to just directly publish this straight to YouTube. So if you have a YouTube account, you can click publish to YouTube, you can log in, and that will automatically start uploading it over there. So we're almost finished there. We'll just give that a second. Here we go. So that's done. That's available now. So here I can click download the MP4 file, and that's downloading it down here in the bottom. I can also click publish to YouTube, type in my YouTube username and password, go publish straight away. Or, because I really don't want this getting out into the world, I'm going to click delete this screencast, and I'm going to get rid of it and pretend it never happened. But that's all you need to do if you want to go and make yourself a screencast for your students. Screenr.com, which is free to use, and Windows Journal, which is also free to use if you have Windows. Thanks for watching.